I think we're in trouble. I don't think no one wants to live in a society where everybody is scared. They're afraid of each other.
Right.
We're walking a tightrope, and we want somebody, in office who's going to calm the storm, because right now we're going through a thunderstorm. We're going through a hurricane, and no one has a plan. They say we have a plan, but there's nothing detailed about it. And I want to hear the details. I want to see these presidents come down and work with our local officials and our activists and the people who are causing the ruckus. Because the only way you can resolve things is if you come and talk and you have a viable plan. Just don't give me a stump speech. I want to see action that's going to bring about an amicable resolve for everybody. And we're not perfect, but darn it, we can try to get there.
That was Kimberly, an undecided voter from Ohio, and one of the participants in Frank Luntz's focus group during the first presidential debate. Veteran pollster Frank Luntz joins us now, along with New York Times reporter Jeremy Peters. Good to have you both. Frank, tell us where you did this focus group and what you found. How did the voters feel after the debate?
Well, the amazing thing, and this is the first time it's ever been done, and I hope to do it again for the next 3 debates, if we have debates, is that we found undecided voters in 8 swing states. So this was a nationwide effort. These are people who were carefully screened, and I'm still not convinced that all of them were truly undecided. But I was actually right there in the debate hall in Cleveland, and we started only 10 minutes after the debate ended. So you've got the fresh, unvarnished, unadulterated points of view of people who matter more than anyone else in this election. And what I felt afterward was real sadness, because we all who get a chance to appear on your show, we're the elite. We do this for a living, and we understand why people say what they say. Those undecided voters were crushed. They were depressed. They felt that these candidates did not give them what they were looking for. And worse yet, they thought this was an embarrassment. And the language that they used to describe both candidates, but particularly Donald Trump, I'll acknowledge that, was really harsh. Going into it, 6 of them had voted for Trump. 6 of them had voted for Clinton. The other participants had either voted for Gary Johnson or stayed out of it. And it was really depressing what we saw, what they saw. And I guess the outcome of this is that some of them are not going to vote. They were so turned off to the political process that they're simply not to participate.
So I feel like that really is a contrast to Trump supporters who, when you ask them about his behavior after a moment like the one we saw at the debate, it's, oh, he doesn't mean it. Oh, he's just like that. He likes to, shake things up. He didn't mean that. It seems to me you got kind of a different reaction this time around. There was something maybe that really struck people the wrong way.
Oh, that's correct. They did not love the fact. What was fascinating about this is that the first 10 or 15 minutes, and because we did this online, I was running a chat through the entire debate. In the first 15 minutes, they actually enjoyed it. They found it entertaining. After another 15 minutes, they started to get agitated. And after 90 minutes, it was too much for them to take. What we've always seen with Donald Trump is this reaction only in sound bites, or only for short periods, short bursts. To actually watch it for 90 minutes when you want to hear the exchange between them, when you want to know where they really stand and what they want to do, then it becomes annoying. But Joe Biden wasn't in the clear either. They were shocked when he said to the president, shut up. They did not like it when he called them a clown. They laughed at it. Within 5 minutes, they were practically crying over it. So it was just a test show. I don't want to get myself in trouble on your show. And Trump did everything he could to, and they praised him for making the effort to try to clarify. But 2 last things. Number one is they do want to give the moderator the chance to close off the microphones so the candidates can't do it. And number 2 is they expect both candidates to abide by the rules and to give the other side a chance to be heard.
Hey, Frank, it's Willie. I mean this question sincerely and not rhetorically, but what are undecided voters still waiting to see? I mean, after 4 years of President Trump and watching Joe Biden for 50 years or however long he's been in public life, what are they still looking for when they talk to you?
They're upset about both candidates, and the undecided voters are actually the most negative of any voter. They're more negative than those who want to replace Donald Trump because they think that Trump does not have the persona to be president in the way that they want it. And they're afraid that Joe Biden is too extreme. They don't know where he really stands and what he's really going to do. So they're still undecided out of fear, but a very different fear. For Biden, it's about policy. For Trump, it's about persona. And they haven't made up their minds which is more important, which matters more to them, and which they feel will have a bigger impact on their lives. I will tell you that I believe that Joe Biden, based on my undecided voters, I believe that Joe Biden won that debate, but that does not preclude Trump from coming back unless Trump decides that he's not going to debate at all. If Donald Trump actually made that decision because of changes to the commission debates going forward, that would seal Joe Biden's victory in this presidential race.
How fascinating, Frank, that voters think that Joe Biden is too extreme when you and I have grown up and seen this guy being attacked from the left for 40 years for being too close to credit card companies, too close to corporations, because, of course, he's from Delaware, supporting too many military actions. We could go down that list. And time and again, it's Joe Biden who's criticized even from his own left, from the Democratic Party, for being too moderate. So this fear, and by the way, I'm hearing that too from all of my Republican friends who are trying to justify voting for Donald Trump. They go, oh, Biden, he's an extremist, he's a leftist, he's a socialist. Where are they getting this information? What is it? Facebook? Is it Fox? Where are they getting the information that this guy is an extremist?
Well, let me add one thing, because it's very personal, and I've not talked about this on TV, actually, until right now. I had a stroke in January, and I had a stroke up in New Hampshire while I was teaching my students. I was actually doing a focus group for the LA Times when this happened, and I was kept in the hospital for a week. Joe Biden was the first politician who I saw afterward. And when he was informed of what happened to me, he broke out of the line of where they shake the hands. He came over to me and gave me the biggest hug, and he didn't let go. And I know how that felt, and it changed. It's like all this weight had left me. Joe Biden is a kind man. He's a decent man. He's been through hell himself on several occasions. And so I don't like the tenor of this campaign. I don't like the ugliness of this campaign. It doesn't have to be this way. Where are they getting the information? They're being fed the information. We don't watch our news to inform us. We watch our news to affirm us. And that's probably the greatest tragedy of the American political process. And our undecided voters feel it every day. Joe, we should ask these candidates to inspire us, not to offend us. And that's the problem in that first debate. We were offended by it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well done, Frank Luntz. Thank you very much. Jeremy.
Thanks for checking out MSNBC on YouTube, and make sure you subscribe to stay up to date on the day's biggest stories. And you can click on any of the videos around us to watch more from Morning Joe and MSNBC. Thanks so much for watching.